This video is about my morning routine. A morning routine is a set of habits or rituals that you follow on a daily basis in the morning with the aim of making you more productive. It sets me up for the day and it allows me to handle larger workloads, be more productive, kind of stress-free, and actually get shit done. Before the morning even begins, the first thing I do is the night before I'll make a list. I'll basically make a list of everything that I need to do that day. I'll put the most important things that are like essential at the top and the less important things, kind of optional things at the bottom. But before the morning, every single day, just before I go to bed, I will make this list. Planning my day the night before reduces decision making for me in the morning, and it just means that I have like a lot less stress in the morning because it's not gonna slow me down. I'm not thinking about everything I have to do. I'm not like, holy shit, I've got to do all of this today. I've already thought about it, I've already slept on it. I know exactly what I've got to do, what the most important tasks are, and yeah. In the actual morning, what I'll do is I'll wake up nice and early. I like to get up 6:30 a.m, but that might differ for people. Some people work better later, some people work better earlier. First thing I do after waking up is I'll make my bed. I watched a video a while back from an ex-Navy SEAL, and he basically explained how every single morning you'd make your bed and make your bed to like perfection and get all the creases out. I don't go that far, but it basically means that if you've had loads of failures throughout the day, you've always got a guaranteed win at the end of the day because you're getting into like a nicely made bed. And it's easy to tie new habits into old ones, and making your bed is such an easy habit to acquire. Then I have a shower, again, like an easy habit to have. Like everyone should have a shower in the morning or the evening. So it's easy to tie new productive habits to. Get out of the shower, no social media or checking messages or anything like that on my phone. And then the next thing I do straight out of the shower is I write my gratitude diary. So I've got this really cool book. I'll put a link in the description down below. It starts with a quote. You write 3 things that you're grateful for. You'll write 3 things that'll make today great. And then you'll write, I am something, I am this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And at the end of the day, you do the exact same thing. You write 3 amazing things that happened, how you could improve the day. And I just think it's really, really cool to have like a more positive outlook on things, and it's definitely a worthy investment. I'll have a vitamin C Barocca tablet every other day, and then I'll have a couple of pills as well. I'll have a multivitamin, or I'll have Alpha Men by My Protein, and I'll also have something like a fish oil, and maybe like a green tea extract or zinc and magnesium if I've got it. Now I go for a morning walk and listen to a podcast, and this one for me is kind of the one that caused the biggest phase shift or the game changer, or the one that like got this all going for me. Going for a morning walk early in the morning before like everyone else is up, when everything is like still and fresh, and listening to a podcast, like I just absolutely love that shit. I'll walk for about 20 minutes to half an hour, rain or shine, like not super long, but it's an easy way to get steps in. Like if I'm trying to lose weight, I'll do more steps, I'll walk for longer, go for longer walks, listen to more podcasts, and you're training your body as well as training your mind, and that's what I absolutely love about morning walks. I'm a strong believer that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with as well, and like although you can't completely, especially if you're living at home with parents and stuff, you can't completely control who's in and out of your life. Like by listening to podcasts, if you listen to a lot of podcasts and like extremely knowledgeable, successful, like positive, outgoing people, you're kind of adding good people into your circle of influence. So morning walk and podcasts, I'll put a few of my favorite ones in the description down below, and if you guys have any suggestions as well, let me know and I'll like definitely check them out. I'll listen to those, go for a morning walk. If it's raining, I'll cut it short, but I will always make sure that I get my walk in. Go home, read a chapter from my book. Self-development is a favorite of mine. I also like finance stuff, but kind of with like a bit of self-development tied in, which is what I'm reading at the moment. Again, I'll put more stuff in the description down below, and then after I've done all that, I'll look at what I've got to do today and then get on in my day. So basically the morning for me is like all about learning and setting myself up for the day and being grateful and making sure like I'm in the right state of mind before I start doing things. Like if I had a big workload, I went straight into doing all the work without actually stopping and being grateful for being alive and all that shit, I'll just get super stressed out. I wouldn't be able to do as much as I do, and I'll just be generally miserable. For this to work, consistency is key. Like as soon as I stop doing this, as soon as I like drop off doing this and like stop doing the habits and routines that like made me kind of shape me to be who I am, I start to like suffer, like deteriorate massively in terms of my outlook on things and like how much work I get done. Like it just goes massively downhill. So your brain, like Jamie Alderton used to say this when he did his podcasts, if you can get your hands on them, definitely get your hands on them because they are great. Your brain is a muscle that needs to be trained just like any other muscle in the gym. Like you stop training it, you lose anything that you've gained. So I stopped doing all of this for a while and my life went to absolute shit. So when I started doing it again, things started to get better, started to get happier, just started to like have a generally better, more positive outlook on life. I was much more productive. If you're going to do something like this yourself, I think the most important thing is to start small and grow from that. Like, don't run before you can walk. So personally, I'll just start on one thing, do that for a few weeks, then build on that, and then tie new habits to old habits. So let's say, for example, if I had a shower every single morning anyway, I'm going to have my pills and my drinks straight after the shower, and then use the old habit to like reinforce the new one. And the main thing is consistency. So consistency is key for this to work. Double new habits with old ones. It's an effective way to make it work. And that's my morning routine.